Welcome, welcome.
Hello, welcome.
Power behind the scenes chat.
What
I'm
is it
Tina
called?
Taylor.
What is it
Who are you,
called?
boo?
I said, what is it called,
It
girl?
is B to the.
You're breaking up. You're breaking up pretty bad.
Oh no. Uh-oh. Oh no. Am I back? Am I back? I'm so sorry, guys. We've been trying to get these together. Can you see me now, honey?
Yes.
Yes, no, maybe so.
It's a little bit. A little bit. Yeah.
Okay. Well, welcome everybody to our behind the scenes chat. We're so excited tonight because we have a young lady joining us tonight that we love and haven't seen in a while, and so glad to have her back in the house with us on the show. So why don't we bring her on, Miss Alexis Dobbs.
Hello,
Dobbins. I'm sorry, Dobbins. How are you?
Hello, ladies. How are you?
We are here. How are you?
I am good.
Welcome to Behind the Scenes, where we just come out here and have some girl chat and catch up on some things. And it's really laid back. And I know you're going to do fine. I know you're going to do just fine.
Yes.
There's a lot going on, so I'm glad I can share it with you, ladies. There's a lot of stuff going on in our lives today.
Yeah, it is. I mean, and
yes,
on top of the quarantine, on top of schools closing down, and parents having to homeschool, then we still have all of this racial tension that's going on. I mean, it's just a lot.
Yeah. One more reason to keep our sons in the house. It's a mess.
Exactly. One more reason. Yeah, exactly. So what have you been?
But you've been doing some pretty. I was about to say you've been doing some pretty amazing things, though. Even though we've been quarantined, you've had all kind of different lives going. Tell us a little bit about what you've been up to.
Okay. About 5 weeks ago, there's a phone ringing. I'm just going to ignore that. About 5, maybe 6 weeks ago, I started a series of what I call interviews titled Hello, I'm a Parent. And those came out of feedback that I was getting from parents who were overwhelmed, concerned, a little bit of fear going on in there because overnight it seemed like they sent their children to school on a Thursday, and on Friday they realized that next week I'm supposed to be the parent and the teacher.
Right?
So out of that came a series of discussions titled Hello, I'm a Parent. I'm a co-parenting coach as well as an educator in the PG County school system, in the Prince George's County school system. So I understood their frustration, understood their concerns, and I'm having a lot of fun with the conversations that I'm having, an amazing crop of guests, and just really having a lot of fun having those conversations, giving parents tips, strategies, and really helping them. I hope to see that no one expects them to be teachers overnight, but that it's really part of a partnership, and together with the teachers and the children, we can make this work. I think Prince George's County is doing an amazing job of distance learning. So much better, if I can compare a little bit, than some of the other counties that we'd expect to be doing wonderful things. And there's some issues there, but speaking for Prince George's County, we've been doing some really great things with our students, with our teachers, and with our parents. And I'm just excited to have that opportunity to get in there and help the parents.
Well, I've been watching a couple of them, and I must say that they always drop some really good information, some really good strategies and resources. So, I just know, and I know you will definitely continue that because, not only do parents need that assistance now more than ever, but, just for the long haul, because the guests have been absolutely amazing.
Yeah, it's interesting because now school is getting ready to close in a couple of weeks. A lot of variables. We don't have all the answers. What does summer school look like? I don't know. Assuming that we will have a summer school, we know that in one shape or another, the school's going to pick back up in August or September. So yeah, the conversations are going to continue. I just want to make sure that we're providing the best support that we can.
Yeah. And it's unfortunate that we are in these times. At my job, we were talking the other day about resilience. And I was talking to the parents about, how you cope with this is really how your children will cope with this in the end. If you're sitting around bugged out, stressed out, drinking, throwing back drinks every single night because you're bored or you're crazy, blah, 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 blah. Imagine how your children are going to respond. You know what I mean? So, it's almost like, okay, get it together. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. I feel like if I had little ones right now, you got to get it together. You don't have any other option. You don't have any other choice.
Yep. That's another little nugget there. Because that's really what it is. I mean, it's get it together. You don't have all the answers. We're not expecting you to have all the answers. And what I'm finding is that it's changing and growing relationships between children and parents because sometimes you don't know the answers, but that's okay because model what happens when you don't know the answer. Model what happens. We don't know what's going to happen in July. It's okay. In life, as you get older, there are a lot of times we don't know the answers.
And prayerfully, we can look back over this in the next year and say, wow, I made it through. Mm-hmm. But in the process, are you going to go bonkers and crazy because of what's going on? Are you going to put on your big girl drawers or your big dude pants? And are you going to say, you know what? I need to kick in for my children. Mm-hmm. I have to do this for my children. I'm not expecting you to know, but we can do it. Hey, it's driving everybody crazy, but I love them because, I totally, I'm a hardy. So I'm like, listen, just Brittany and Brandon said, I'm so glad this didn't happen when we were little, because Alexis, we would have turned the whole living room into the classroom, and it would have been on.
That's the other thing that I want parents to see is that you now have, I mean, you've always had it, but it brings it to the forefront that you now have the flexibility. I mean, turn this summer into online museums and field trips. And, my son said the same thing. He's like, Lord, I'm so glad that I'm out there because you would be. But it's so funny because I watch him with his daughter and either his daughter's mother or he is, I mean, they've got the whole 9 yards and we're doing, now it's PE time and mom don't text because we're on this application and then the smart TV. So we're looking at the big screen. So it really is an opportunity to show children that learning doesn't have to take place between 9 and 3. And that's a good thing.
And that's a great thing. I mean, and people are doing that with their telework, right? I mean, you're working all kinds of crazy, strange hours with that because you're doing what's working for you and your family right now, right? So don't stress out about it. Just make it happen. And as it happens, it will happen. I promise you, but I pray, my prayers do go out to the families because I can't imagine, with everything going on, the added stress of it, but it's going to be all right. It's totally going to be okay.
It's like, and I'm living that other side of homeschooling right now. Yes. And I was not prepared. Just honestly, like you said, it's like on a Thursday, we send them to school. And on that Friday, we're told you're now the parent and the teacher. Mm-hmm. And it's interesting because I've been interested to know what other counties are doing as far as the teaching and social distance learning, because I know with in our county, we're in Charles.
Okay.
We started out with Packet. where they were like, oh, these schools, you go to these schools and you pick up these packets, and you work on them. And they just came online. I think we've probably been online now for maybe a month, if that, out of all of that time. But even then, it's only twice a week. But the rest of the time you're on packets. So it interests me because I'm seeing all these other people like on social media where their kids are like Zooming in, doing Zoom classrooms. And I'm like, man, but I'm still responsible for teaching.
But you know what? I think that the packets are really, I think that the packets are nice. I do. I get like the social media and you want to do the Zoom and you want to do the classrooms online. But, when you think about some kids that don't have access to the internet, and you don't want to exclude them. So giving the kids a package and an option to be able to still being able to be a part of, I think that it really makes sense. And it keeps our kids, especially our younger kids who are not used to typing and having to type their lesson or their words, because I've heard a lot of parents saying that they're having to type it for them because they know how to peck, and they'll be there all day long trying to peck out a sentence if they're in the first and second, third grade. So it makes sense. Let those babies still write. You know what I mean?
Well, that's what they did for the elementary school. They pretty much did packets for them. The middle school and the high school, they are online. I think using Apex. The thing with the packets, though, was that very reason, Sherry, you brought up a great reason, was because there were a lot of kids in the county who don't have access to online. So they were it just took them a little while to find their footing. They're better now, and I like the system that's going on. At first, it was stressful because we got like 100 and some odd page packet to do over 2 weeks. See your eyes? See your eyes? That's how our eyes was. We was like, wait a minute. But now they've made it where you pick and choose the assignments you want to do. So you got to do so many math, so many reading, but it's up to you what you choose to do. But it was a lot in the beginning.
Make sure you follow Alexis. Hello, I'm a parent. She has awesome.
I'm definitely going to follow Alexis.
Because a lot of it, again, we understand that it's different. I think what we're finding is that just like in the classroom, you have to have flexibility in terms of options. Student A is going to do something different from student B, who's learning a different way. This student doesn't want to read. This student wants video content. And so in the course of a lesson, you have 3, 4, 5 different options, different strategies, different ways for the information to get across. Again, we were fortunate in Prince George's County that we did have packets because we can't pretend that every child has access to the internet and has access and time and resources to learn from a digital standpoint. But I think they did an amazing job in terms of first making packets available. You could come up to the schools and you were given a Chromebook, and they did that in 2 different time periods, because I think the first time they realized they needed some more, so then you could come back and get a Chromebook. They connected with Verizon to create hotspots for individuals who maybe ordinarily did not have the bandwidth that they needed. I understand there are, I know I didn't ask for this, I was automatically given an upgrade by Verizon in terms of the bandwidth that I would normally have, simply because I was identified as an educator. So in this area, we have been fortunate, but we still realize that there are children who are being impacted in different ways. I have students who have family members who are sick. So I have to realize if you're trying to take care of someone who is dealing with COVID-19, or maybe somebody in your house is quarantining, you're a little less focused on what Ms. Dobbins said is in Google Classroom. I get that. And you just have to account for that. But again, Hello, I'm a Parent is really set up to just be supportive of parents. If you have questions, if you don't understand how something works. I was just talking to a peer of mine this morning. And I told him, you're on tap. I'm going to have you come in and do a session preparing parents for the fall. You're going to do a session on the new math because I don't know anything about that. I don't, clueless. Okay.
Right.
You come in and just explain, give parents maybe 15, 20 minutes worth of that with some notes. And that's what we will be doing throughout the summer.
Awesome. I love it. I love it. And I encourage everybody that may be watching here now or on the replay, make sure that you go follow Hello, I'm a Parent with Miss Alexis Dobbins.
Yes.
Miss, tell us what else you have going on, because from what I understand, you have a lot going on.
Well, my heartbeat is co-parenting. Mm-hmm. That's really the piece that started me on Facebook and in this digital arena from a user standpoint. And so I announced formally that once again this year we are doing the Best Dad Ever contest. This will be the 4th year that we're doing that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is the 4th year that we're doing that, and we accept nominations for any dad who is basically not married, whether you're single, separated, divorced, because the idea is around separating those dads who are not in the traditional two-parent home, but who are doing the best they can for their children. Notice I didn't say perfect. I said the best they can. We're not looking for perfection. I wouldn't be getting a lot of nominations. That's not what we're doing. But it's a very short form, about 6 to 7 questions. And you can nominate dads as many times as you like, as long as they fall in that single, separated. There you go. Thank you very much. Best Dad Ever. I love this. It is such a wonderful thing when you call a dad on Father's Day and tell them that they are a winner. We send out the top 3 dads receive cash prizes or gift cards, and then anyone who is nominated receives a gift certificate. This year, I'm also shouting out the nominators, because you're spending time with us that you didn't have to do, simply nominating someone. My goal this year is to get 100 nominations in, so we're pressing towards that, and you'll be seeing that on Facebook and Instagram probably more than you'd like to. It'll be worth it when we get to Father's Day 2020, and I can start making those phone calls and boosting people up on social media as winners. I love it. I love it. I love it.
And where did you say they could go again to, just one more time, where can they go again to nominate the dads?
They can go to my page. They can go to Hello, I'm a Parent. I also have another group. Well, there's a page called Kids Need To. That's probably the fastest way to get to it. It's either to go to the Facebook page, Kids Need To, or I can give you the address right now. It's very short. It's bit.ly. It's a bit.ly shortened URL. So it's bit.ly /2020 BDE for Best Dad Ever. I'll say that again. It's bit.ly / for bit.ly 2020 BDE for Best Dad Ever.
So you're going to announce the winner on Father's Day, correct?
We announced the winners on Father's Day. I have 1 judge. I'm looking for 3 more. And I get generally about 4 to 5 days before Father's Day, I send them the batch of nominations that I have. And then we always get some that come in around the last minute. That's cool. Send them to them. And then I like for them on Friday and Saturday to really focus on moving through those nominations. I don't get involved in that. They tell me who the winners are. I have men select the dads. I don't get in that. And then they let me know. Last time I think they let me know was about 11:30 Saturday night, and they let me know who they had selected.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, but I love it. I love it, and it's so important to show both moms and dads, really, to show the world that things don't have to be perfect, but there are fathers out there who are doing their best to support and nurture their children, and we need to see that.
I truly do believe that. I'm a huge supporter of dads and men being dads and being involved. So I love this. I totally love this. I'm actually thinking on two guys that I follow right now on Facebook that I'm always so impressed with their interaction and their engagement. So yeah.
It's good stuff. It's good stuff. Yeah.
I was going to say, yeah, I'm thinking now, I'm like, oh yeah, I got some people I want to nominate. I got to make sure I keep up with that.
Love it. Love it. It's only about 6, maybe 7 questions. You less than 5 minutes, you'll get the nominations in.
So does everyone receive a letter that they've been nominated, or you just the winner?
No, everybody receives a certificate that they have been nominated. Everybody's name is, we do like a little winner's circle, because if you've been nominated, you're already a winner. So we do a winner's circle, and names are posted on Facebook and IG indicating that you were nominated. And then we ultimately name I don't like to do the runners up thing, but we ultimately name the top 3 dads.
I like it. I love it.
Yeah. It's my favorite. And not to negate moms. I feel like I have to say this but we're going to take care of moms. We are going, moms are going to be taken care of.
Yeah, that's automatic. So.
Yeah, that's automatic. That's a given. They're doing a yeoman's job, but we get our stuff on Mother's Day. I just want to make sure that there is a similar process for dad.
Well, I'm so glad you came on with us, right, T?
Absolutely.
You have to come on. So chill.
Thank you. And
yeah, but I'm
sorry. No, you go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, as we begin to wind down, is there anything that you want to leave, our audience with to think on, or any nuggets of wisdom to leave them with going forward into the summer, parenting through the summer, and potentially anything that may be changing during the fall, like any wisdom that you can share?
Well, I want to encourage parents definitely to come and be a part of Hello, I'm a Parent. If you are single, married, divorced, separated, any one of those options. I said married. If you're single, separated, or divorced, or in between, I encourage you to be a part of the Kids Need To page. What I'm focusing on this summer, though, is twofold. One is to make sure that we prepare parents for the fall, so that whatever the learning environment looks like in the fall, we provided parents with tips and tools and strategies. But also during the summer, I'm going to be working with a couple of wonderful men and women, but particularly some wonderful men, to ensure that our children know what to do to be safe, and that they also understand who they are and their history in terms of fighting against how the country is portraying us. To me, it is just so important that our children realize I teach you as history. And so I'm constantly going over with students that our history did not start as slaves in a cotton field. And I think if we work with our children to let them know who they are and where they came from, and the fact that we were world leaders hundreds and thousands of years ago, that it will ultimately impact them. So those are the kinds of things that I'm going to be pushing this summer. And I'm probably going to be trying to finagle my way back in here again in about July. So I can talk about that.
Come on back.
Yeah, and also really trying to get you guys do an amazing job in the community. Amazing job. You are an advocate for children, for the community, for learning, and I'm going to be pulling on you because that's what we need. It's not anything that I can do by myself, and I watch you just move around the community, move around the county. Just if there's something going on and it's going to be beneficial for the county, I know you're going to be there. Now, there's some other people I'm not sure, but I know you're going to be.
Right. And this whole thing has really just slowed me down because I'm not going to meetings and I need to get to some meetings.
Yeah, exactly. So I will be pulling on the two of you to really kind of get involved because I know that the community hears you. I know the community listens to you, and I know that your heart is for the community.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. So I'm so glad that you joined us and definitely looking forward to you coming back. How'd you like behind the scenes chat?
I loved it. It's funny because I'm a digital person. So this works for me. In a way, there's an intimacy here. I don't know if you guys like it, but I like it.
That's what we were hoping. That's what we were looking for. Yeah. So hopefully, we're definitely going to keep this up on Wednesdays, but make sure that you guys check our show out. It's still on replay on Urban Style Media at 7 p.m. on Monday. So make sure you still check that out. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. T had a few technical difficulties, so she had to log out. But, and I can't remember the saying that she always says. Isn't that terrible, Alexis? Like, I should remember that, right? She's been only saying it every single day, every single Monday.
It just shows that you two are a partnership and you need her to bring that to see.
Exactly. I know my place, right? Because I don't remember it. But, she did have some difficulties, so she's probably going to I'm not sure if she's going to rejoin us now, but we are at 28 minutes, and I thought, wow, we got a lot of information in 30 minutes. There she is.
There she is.
You got to say your ending because
it's okay. The internet won't let me be great today, but it's totally okay.
You look okay now.
But
go ahead.
I was going to say, but we thank you so much for joining us today. And yes, Sherry, it's a great day. Remember, it's a great day to make a difference in the lives of those that are around you. See?
I'm going to remember that.
Remember that. Thank you. Thank you.
You're so welcome. But we thank you for joining us. We thank everyone that tuned in today. Sorry, guys. I'm not sure what's up with the internet, but thank you for hanging in there with us. It was an amazing chat with Miss Alexis Dobbins. Remember to go and follow the page one more time for the parent. What is it again?
For parents, it is Hello, I'm a Parent. It's a Facebook group. Hello, I'm a Parent.
Hello, I'm a Parent.
There you go.
Follow that page and then check the stream or check the comments because we're going to put the link where you can nominate the best dad ever that you have in your life and that you want to shout out. Okay. But thank you guys so much for joining us. We so appreciate you. As always, remember to tune in to Beast of the Third Power Monday, 7 p.m. on Urban Style Media. You can find our full episodes. This is just a segment we do. It's called Behind the Scenes Chats, but don't worry. We're still live every Monday night, 7 p.m. on Urban Style Media. You all have a safe and wonderful evening. We love you all and be well and be safe. Have a great night, everybody.
See ya. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much. So that was nice.